Hey, welcome back. My name is Nick, and welcome to another episode where today I will be talking about something that we should not do to ourselves, um, but something that we need to break free from. Something that I did in the past that broke me free of a negative self. And I will tell you more about that right after this. Okay, welcome back. My name is Nick. I'm not a professional, but I am a recovering addict. Just sharing my experience, strength, and hope, things that I've learned along the way in recovery that I want to share to you. Can't speak today, but that's okay because, progress, not perfection, but not knocking myself down. I'm working on a good challenge today. So today, I want to talk about this topic that I do believe a lot of us go through, and I went through this so many times in my recovery and prior to recovery, right? So it's something that we can understand more about ourselves. So today, it's about we need to stop thinking negative about ourselves. And what I mean is we've got to stop shitting on ourselves. And literally I need to say it that way. I cannot emphasize it any more than it is. We need to stop talking so negative about ourselves. What I did in recovery is I always said to people many times, and I even said it to my partners, my spouses, and my kids and family, and I said many times that I was worthless, I wasn't good enough, and when I was in my active addiction, I even sabotaged so many of my successes. I remember getting to points in my job, uh, prior jobs while I was before I got heavy into active addiction. I would sabotage a lot of these good things that I've done into thinking, oh, I'm not good enough. But I was so toxic in my own head. I find in recovery, I can get into that trap. And what I mean is like telling not that I'm not good enough, but all of a sudden understanding that I'm not good enough, and I believing that I'm not good enough, and believing that I'm worthless and all those things, and I'm a shitty person and shitty father, shitty partner, spouse, all that. Why? Because in my head I keep thinking about that I must be comfortable in my own chaos and my own crap because that's the only thing that I know. And every time I get into something that all these successes, I feel a little uncomfortable, and then I find that I self-destruct and go into this mode of destroying everything that I've built. And that's what addiction does to many people. I've a lot of friends in active addiction, a lot of people that I work with, a lot of people that I um, network with in recovery. We get together, we talk about these things, and we find that that is one of our personal best traits of destruction, is to destroy ourselves by sabotaging our successes, loathing ourselves, uh, all these things. Well, let me tell you this. One thing I've learned while I got into recovery and with the 12-step programs, I started to um, change my mind in the matter of, oh, I got to start liking myself. Other people in recovery have taught me that, okay, Nick, you need to tell yourself you like yourself, but we're going to love you until you start loving yourself. Well, I kind of wanted to break free from that because I don't want people just loving me that don't know me. However, I accepted it and we move on, right? Yes, I do move on, but I do have to start doing the next step. I do need to start working on myself. I do need to start loving myself. And one thing that I've done, um, one thing I'm going to tell you to do, try this. And this is what I've done, is look at yourself in the mirror and appreciate who you are, but not for your defects, but for who you are. You are a likable person, so start loving yourself. So tell yourself, and it is as awkward as it could be, um, tell yourself, I love you. in the mirror. It is funny as anything, but just say this: I love you, I love you, I love you, I love you. Eventually, that that will get through to you or to yourself, as it did for me, by making myself feel better about myself, becoming my like a better personal self. And that's what I look. You try to deep dive into yourself by not overthinking it, but by just keeping it simple, by just saying, wow, I'm a great person, I'm a good person. And I remember when I worked on my 12 steps and I worked on my inventories and I worked on all these things, and I realized that, and today I do realize that I used to really beat myself down. I never really had anything nice to say about myself. But today I can say many things about myself that is really, really I love. And this is why I do these videos. And this is how I want to talk and communicate to everybody out there. I want to tell you this because I want to share this to you. I think this is important. So what you need to do, and this is what I'm going to give you as a little project, take this on. Tell yourself in the mirror, say this every morning when you get up, and every night when you brush your teeth, when you go to bed. And tell yourself, I love you, at least 5 times at night and 5 times in the morning. Make it more. It doesn't matter. If you feel you need more, say it more. And the more often you do it, the more you will appreciate who you are and who yourself and who you become. You will start to become your greatest, biggest fan. You don't want to be your biggest critic. And I was my worst critic in active addiction and in early recovery. But later on in life, I wasn't growing. I was stagnant because I wasn't really finding the successes in life that I want. So today, I can honestly say that I do love myself, and I love myself. I love myself, and I love myself because I feel good about who I am today. And I want you to feel good about yourself. I think this is something that every person, not just people in recovery from alcoholism or drug addiction, every single person out there could use for their own personal self for growth, because you will need to love yourself, like yourself, because liking is another option, or that blends in, because you can love somebody, but you don't have to like them. I like myself today. I honestly do. I like every part about me. I take all the flaws with gratitude, and I don't criticize myself being maybe slightly overweight, or I have some gray hairs, or my hair's not perfect. I'm going to take all that in, and I'm going to like all the little minor flaws that are about myself. And that's what you should do. Start telling yourself you love yourself. Start liking yourself. Like those little flaws. Become a big fan of yourself, and you'll find the growth that you're looking for, and the growth that you want in recovery, from being sober and from being clean from drugs and being away from all the kind of things. Just start loving yourself. So today, this is a short video. That's all I have for you today. I will be coming back to you on another video with a topic that's a little bit different, hopefully. But I really want to emphasize that recovery is something that we can learn from everyday life, and we don't have to pick up the substance. We don't have to pick up the drink. We can be our better selves. We can be trustworthy, and we can become our better selves. Again, that's it for me today. My name is Nick, and if you have any questions, post them below. If you like this video, click like, and if you want to follow along and catch on to the next set of videos that I keep posting, subscribe, hit the bell icon, and I'll close it with this. Just remember, recovery from active addiction is a journey. Let's not make it a sprint, because we'll always take it one day at a time. Make life happen. Thanks for watching.